Here we are with another Friday morning live. February 20, what did I read today? 21st? Wow, the month's almost gone. We got 28 days in February. And it's a nice, sunny, cold, brisk morning. Got minus 16 over here, Celsius. It's nice if you want to feel alive. You go to somewhere where it's cold, and you will definitely feel alive. Or take a cold shower, a cold dip in a cold lake or something. It's very invigorating, but we need to use prudence in all things. Having internet problems today. Hopefully it stays up. I have to try and sort this out. Zoom's having a challenge staying unconnected as well. I don't know what's going on, but I think we're close to Mercury in retrograde. It's always a pleasant surprise when Mercury pokes his head out. Yeah, the realm of MFS. Alright, Zoom is back online, I think. Why it keeps going off, I don't know. I've never seen that before. Always something new. Hope everybody's doing great. We are in for some new exciting times ahead of us all over the world, with so many crazy things happening and so many beautiful things. Hard to see the beauty when there's so much ugly and evil going on, but we must continue to focus and pray and be the change we want to see, because what else is there? This life is very temporary. It comes, it goes. Look at the years. The years are just flying by these days, right? Seems like time is going faster and faster and faster. Because it is. Time is an illusion. So whoever's in control of it could do whatever they want with it. Right? They could speed it up, they could slow it down. Remembering go back as a child, walking to school, it seemed like it took forever to walk to school. Those 20-25 minutes felt like a day. So today is 8 hours is just like 10 hours. It's just flies by like, wow. It's unreal how fast. And so if the time's essentially moving faster, then I believe we can heal faster. Why not? Because you need a certain amount of time, right? So if that time goes by quicker, we can maybe heal faster. As long as we put ourselves in that fasting state, that's the critical piece of the puzzle that most people miss, because the whole theme out there is addition, deficiencies. We're missing something. And the only way you're going to get that is what? Through consumption of something, because it's missing. Well, if that was true, then all the people who've been master fasting and corrected their deficiencies, it wouldn't be possible. It just would not be possible if that was a fact. So with just, many people who have experienced their deficiencies going away, master fasting, that concludes, for me, that it's not about addition, it's about subtraction. That's not the only thing that is the evidence. The body's, able to heal, bones and eyes and hair and pains and organs and glands and you name it, bowels, stomach, any part of the body. It just does what it knows how to do best. When it's in that fasting state, we give it the information so it can use it, the guidance from the our highly elevated friends. We, the herbs, we introduce those, and that information, the body takes it and uses that information to do what it has to do from, through soul, from source. So it's very interesting, that all that information is stored inside these wonderful herbs. Millions and millions and millions of herbs on the planet, different types of herbs. And people were able to connect with the spirit of those plants so that they would be guided to know what those plants would be good for, right? And if you look at use of herbs traditionally, comes back from, hundreds, if not thousands of years of traditional use for herbs. My great-grandmother taught us this, great-great-grandmother. It's interesting that there's so much information in each herb. It has the qualities of the divine creator within each one, because that's who created them. And it has all knowledge. Every herb has all that knowledge of the divine creator within itself, as we do. The challenge is, in today's modern man and woman, we are so far away from anything natural. The body is full of obstructions that the body has no idea what they are. No idea. It's it can't recognize the stuff we have within our bodies. All these synthetic chemicals. They're not found in nature in those forms, in those isolate forms. We will not find them. So when we ingest them, because they put them in all the food and the air and the water, when we ingest them, the body goes, what is this? And most of that stuff will be stored in the fat cells, right? The fat cells is where all this stuff gets locked up. And some of it will come out, hopefully. But most of it just gets stored. And, over time, our fat cells become saturated with all these chemicals. And then we start fasting, and whoa, we get all kinds of healing reactions happening, right? We get all kinds of healing reactions. and it's not fun. Not fun. But, lucky we have a whole arsenal of MFS tools. First two things are always what? Breath work and enemas for any healing reactions. It's a given. Make sure your skin brushing every day. Twice a day is better. At least once a day. Yeah. And something wrong with this Zoom. I don't know. Let me try that. But yeah, we want to free the body of all these obstructions. We want to be the canary in the coal mine. We want to be able to feel all the things that are negatively affecting us. We don't want to be in a numbed out state. We want to feel them, right? We want to be that canary in the coal mine. We want to feel, oh, there's poison around here. I got to get out of here. And I remember this, dealing with so many people. People look at it as negative, being sensitive. It's not negative at all. It's the way the body's designed. That's what the senses are for. So we can feel and know that we are in danger. If we're in a numbed out state, you don't feel anything. And you're just accumulating, and it gets stored in the fat cells until the body's overburdened and something lets go because the obstructions overcome the power. The power cannot move the obstructions. Vitality is way down. V equals P, take away all vitality, equals power, take away obstructions. Arnold Ehret's wonderful, simple formula that allows us to take charge of our lives. So, I've been watching a few different videos of people promoting dry fasting out there. And some very poor advice people are giving. They just don't have a clue. One fellow's saying, I have to load up on all these fats and meats and this and that before I go on my dry fast. They missed the boat. It's not what dry fasting's about. Your body's going to be focusing on taking care of all that stuff you just ate. It's not going to be able to do much work in the field state to do the repairs it needs to do. It has to focus on all that stuff you just put in. That's why entering a dry fast prudently, wisely, properly is at most important, and exiting is even more important. Both are very important. I would say probably equally important. So we must enter, with an empty GI tract. We don't want anything in the GI tract. That would be ideal, but that would take a long time to completely empty it. If we're living and loving it, with one of the levels, like 3, 4, 5, and we're clean, minimal eating, we are going to be able to empty out fairly quickly versus if we're eating 7 days a week. If we're eating 7 days a week, it's not going to happen that quick. It's going to take time. Even eating 3, 4 days a week, still going to take time, right? But less time to purge That's why it's wise to do some wet days before you're dry, and wet days on after you're dry. That way, there. We enter and exit prudently and wisely, and you have the most efficiency out of the dry fast. So be very wary about what's being sold out there. People promoting juice fasts and this and that. Some people continue to think massive fast is a juice fast. It's not a juice fast. It's a system. It's a lifestyle based on the dry fasting, right? It's totally based on dry fasting. That's what everything in massive fasting revolves around. Yeah, we use grape juice, but it's not what people think. So, with that said, nobody's got any questions. I can't see anybody here. Let's see if there's anybody here. Sometimes, for some reason, I can't see. Let me... nothing there. All right. So we'll see you back on the page. See you back on the next call. Wednesday Facebook Live. And have yourselves a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Continue to send plath. Let's continue to focus. Let's continue to pray. A lot of changes happening around the world. Ciao. Plath.